Teo Pellicer, representing Keep Up Australia. There's been a lot of chat about unused players so far in the tournament and the expectations that the starters are playing the full 90. How much pressure are you feeling to play every minute of every game at this tournament?
Yeah, look, no pressure really. I think that's a question for Tony, not for myself. Every 23 player here trains every day, whether that be on the field, off the field, and we're all ready at any given moment where they're called upon. I think everyone knows their role on and off the field, and for me, I'm given a job, and I'm trying to execute that, and everyone else has their job on the field, so I think we all know what we need to do, and yeah, we're all ready at any given moment, whether that be a game changer or a starter.
Next. That was it? No. Anyone? Dan from Channel 7.
Ellie, hi. Ben, Channel 7. Never fun conceding 3 goals. What's the feeling a couple of days later? Is it still stinging? Is there steel? What's the feeling like right now?
Yeah, obviously it's not great to concede. As soon as that whistle went, we turned that page in that circle after the game. We wanted to park that performance. We obviously wanted to learn of what went wrong. We did that review straight after the game so we could get that out of our system, turn the page and full focus for Monday. You can't be dwelling on those performances because that just takes up mental drainage from the game. As a backline, obviously we have a job to do on Monday. We know what we need to do and fix up, I guess, those mistakes that happened that night.
Tracy Holmes, ABC.
Hi, Tracy Holmes, ABC. You mentioned those mistakes in the game against Nigeria, and I know that everyone afterwards coming through the mix zone was really confident about just putting that behind and refocusing, having to get your mind back on track. But in the analysis, what did you come up with for the reason for some of those mistakes, which many probably believed had gone out of your game in the immediate build-up to the World Cup? Because you have advanced so much. You have improved as a team with your confidence in each other and in yourselves.
Yeah, look, it's a World Cup. Anything can happen. I'm sure you've seen across the World Cup that so many things, unexpected things have happened. When we did the analysis, we actually have played the best game in final third box entries we have in the last 15 games, and we created a lot of chances in attack. And obviously those things that went wrong, that's football. You know, we're not going to point fingers, we're not going to blame people. We all need to be better, we all need to take accountability of that game. We all have, we've learnt from that, and yeah, things happen, it's football. It's not going to be a perfect match, but we know that those things obviously are not acceptable, and we're all turning a new leaf, and like I said, since that whistle went, all our focus is on Canada on Monday, because we know what we need to do.
Hi, Ellie. It's Stefan from The Athletic. Sam just told us that she's kind of adjusted her role here just as people have helped her, get on the pitch. She's taking this time to help her teammates as well. Has this changed how you experience having Sam in camp with her, kind of focusing on that role, supporting all our teammates from the bench?
Yeah, Sam's obviously a great leader, a great captain, and having her on the other side, it's obviously unique for her. It's a different situation she's ever been in before. But I think for us as a team, we've really felt her there on the sideline. She's always been behind us, and obviously during training and off the field, on the field. And I think also for us, we're all supporting her as well. And obviously I'm really happy that she did put the boots on today and that she's available for Monday. It's a massive boost for us to get obviously our captain, our leader, and such as a world-class player back in our squad.
Any other questions?
She's Sam.
Other questions from the floor? Print, have you got any additional ones from outside? Yeah, Anna?
Just with Sam knowing that she's available, what does that do mentally for a team? Because I imagine just that boost that you get, one, just with her quality, but also when it's been sort of hanging over this team, everyone's getting asked about it, for her to just put her hand up and go, I can play. What does it do for you guys?
Yeah, mentally it's massive, having more players available and having Sam obviously available. It brings so much to our team, and obviously also a lot to the opposition, knowing that we have Sam available for this game. So I think she's doing everything in her right to be, herself on Monday, and we all as a team are really excited to have her back in the squad and, back on the pitch.
Vince Regari.
Just a clarification thing on Sam. Was that her first proper training session with boots today?
Yes.
Any more for any more? Marco.
Marco from New School. How's Mary Fowler?
Yeah, Mary's great. She's recovering really well. She was on the pitch as well today. Mary, she's an amazing young player. I would say she's quite senior in the team, to be honest. And the way she strikes the ball, the way she can change a game at any given moment, she's massive. We really missed her the other night, and I'm really excited that she will be back available for Monday. She's she's amazing to have on the field.
Tracy.
Just a question about when you review previous matches, look ahead to the next ones. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that you guys go through as players with each other. But what about with the coach? Do you end up being counsellors to the coach as well? Because he was pretty animated the other night also, and I guess he has his own emotional roller coaster ride. So can you explain that sort of coach-player role and if it inverts sometimes?
Yeah, not really, to be honest. We have 1 or 2 meetings per day, and some could be video, some can be in groups. But yeah, he just tells us reviews, and we take that on board, and we don't really get into that much side of it for his emotional state. So yeah.
Any more from the floor? Questions about the Canada match on Monday? Ellie's thoughts on that? I'll ask instead. Ellie, your thoughts about Monday's match against Canada? Played them twice last year. What are you thinking going into the match?
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a completely different game to last year. Canada are a world-class side, and we have a job to do on Monday. We know what's at stake. We know what's on the line, and I know that it's going to be obviously a big game, probably one of the biggest games it has been from the World Cup due to what it's online. And I really think the crowd in Melbourne was going to be really important to help us get that, and the crowds have been amazing. In Brisbane, we could really feel it those last 10 minutes, and it was electric. And I think Melbourne, obviously they'll be the same, and Amy Park is a great stadium, a great football stadium, so we're all looking forward to the occasion. And yeah, like I said, if I could have played the game yesterday against Canada, I would have. So I'm glad that it's a very short turnaround so we can just get back on the pitch.
Teo?
Sorry, Ellie, you did mention that in the review it was your best game for final third entries, and thinking back to when you played Canada in Brisbane, that was a match where you really peppered the Canada goal but just couldn't score. So what do you think will be tweaked and will be improved so that the quality of chance and the execution does improve? Obviously you're not necessarily going to be on the end of those chances, but you may well play a role in creating them. So.
Yeah, obviously having Sam available, having Mary available, they're 2 of our world-class strikers back in the selection pool, back in the squad. So I think having them coming into our squad is a massive boost. And I guess at the end of the day, it's just being clinical in front of goal. And we know that's where we need to be on our A game on Monday night. We need players to step up. We need players to rise to the occasion. It's a pressure moment, and I know for a fact that we obviously have our backs against the wall, and it's a do or die. And for us, I think we're better in those situations when we're the underdogs and we have everything to fight for. So yeah, everyone needs to give their heart, and no matter what happens, we have to stick together.